Good morning, everyone. Students, yesterday we have studied about the human activities, which we have divided in two parts: economic activity and non-economic activity. So we have left the non-economic activities there only, and we will proceed with economic activity in this book and in this chapter, right? Now, economic activity, whatever the economic activity is done by the people, that we divide in three parts. Either it is a business activity, professional, or employment. Means we divide all these activities in three parts: business, profession, or employment. Now we have to see which elements of any economic activity makes it a business. It means characteristics of business, or you can say the features of business, right? So this we are going to study today. So first one is an economic activity. Any activity, it must be economic activity. This is one of the main feature. Means we are doing this activity to earn money, right? So that will be considered as a business, right? So I just read it for you, a few lines. It's undertaken with the object of earning money or livelihood and not because of psychological satisfaction, right? So this is considered as business. Now next one is production or procurement of goods and services. Means the economic activity which you are doing, that should be done to produce something in the factories, in workshops, right? So production should be there, okay? And then after production, you just sell it out in the market. If not production, then you must procure it. Procure it means you have arranged it from somewhere, right? You have purchased from somebody and then you are selling it to someone else. So these two activities make it a business. Means if you have done the production, then you are selling out, or you have purchased from somebody, then you are selling it out. So this is called trade, right? Both the things are included in business. I read it for you. It's telling every business enterprise either itself produces goods and services or procure from producers in order to sell them to the consumers, right? Goods may consist of consumable items of daily use such as sugar, ghee, pen, notebooks, etc. So and so, right, students? So either you have produced or you have procured from somebody else. Fine. So this is considered as your business. Third one is sale or exchange of goods and services for the satisfaction of human needs. Means whatever you are doing, whatever activity you are doing, that should be done to satisfy the human need. Then this will be considered as business. So here it's telling activities which are directly or indirectly concerned with sale or exchange of goods and services for money are called business activities, right? So you are just exchanging your goods and services for money requirement. Fine. So that is considered as business activity. Okay. Next one, it's telling dealing in goods and services on a regular basis. Students, suppose you have a car and you want to sell it out. Its current value, if you measure, that is 1 lakh rupees, and suppose you have sold it at 1,40,000. So you have a profit of 40,000 in this dealing, right? In this transaction, you earn 40,000 rupees because its cost was 1 lakh and you have sold at 1,40,000. And this is the feature of business. Fine. If you are selling something on profit, you are earning profit. So that is the main element or objective of the business. But here we can't call it a business because this is just one transaction you have done. But if it is on regular basis, means you are selling old cars continuously and you are earning profit, so that becomes your business. So what is important here, it should be noticed that dealing in goods and services should be on the regular basis. It's not that once you have sold any item you earn a profit, right? So that transaction won't be considered as a business. Fine. So it should be regular. Well, next, profit earning. This is very important. If there is no profit earning desire in any of the transaction, we don't call it a business. Okay. So it is must. I read it for you. The main aim or purpose of any business is to earn profit. Profit is essential to cover cost and risk of business under keen competition. See, it's very much required to earn profit because you have incurred the cost and you want to have your margin in that. So when you sell any product more than its cost, only then you earn the profit. Okay, so profit earning is must in that. And business can't survive without making profit because you have to face so much of the hurdles, expenses you have to incur, and sometimes we have to compete in the market. Tough competition is there. For all these things, for all these requirements which we have to fulfill in the market, profit is required. So profit earning is the main thing. Well, next point we have uncertainty of return. Your returns which you are earning in the profit, that is not certain. It's not fixed like your salary. Fine, your salary is fixed, but profits are not fixed. Sometimes you have less profit, sometimes you have more profit, and sometimes you have the losses also. Possibilities are there of the losses too. Fine, so uncertainty of the risk is always there. If the certain things are there, we don't call it a business. Okay, so uncertainty is one of the important feature of the business. The main objective of business is to earn profit, but profit is always uncertain because of the risk associated with every business transaction. Okay, and sometimes the business may incur the losses also, right? Not always possible that you are earning profit. Okay, now next, well students, here comes the last point, element of risk. There is always an element of risk involved in every business, as future is uncertain and factors affecting profit in business are uncontrollable. Certain factors are not in the control of the human being. We can't control all these things. If we desire, still we are failed to control. Like change in fashion, that's not in our hand. Taste and requirement of the customers. Change in the methods of production. Some technologies are changing, so the things are changing because of the technology. Strikes can be there, lockouts can be there, increased competition in the market, so that also increases the risk of a businessman. Fire can occur in the business, theft can be there, some accidents may take place. So all these factors are there which increases the risk of the business. So risk is always attached to the business. That is another thing, degree of the risk may vary, sometime it can be less or more, but element of risk you will find in the business because future is quite uncertain. And if we see the today's position where the business is there today, because the pandemic is going on in the whole world, so we can see the uncertainty of the things. Fine, so this is one of the main element, although all the elements are main, but this is also one of the important one, risk. Fine, so always a risk presence in the business. Well students, here we have completed all the features of business. I just tell you, when all these features are present in one of the economic activity, then we call it a business. Okay, so you must learn all these points and prepare your notes in the copy. Thank you students.